reading an article from Google, and it is called Religious Delusions, Signs and When to Seek Help. Medically reviewed by Jocelyn Jelinek, LCSW, ACSW, and RDDP, written by Rosie Jones, June 12, 2024. Okay. This is what I'm going to read. The term delusion refers to a strong, consuming belief in something that is untrue. Religious delusions involve beliefs concerning religious ideologies or figures. Okay, I'm going to skip down because the Holy Spirit wants me to skip. We're going to go to signs. These are signs of delusions that they say. Now, y'all know how I get down in the ministry. Let me read this. How a person experiences religious delusions. Let me start over. How a person experiences religious delusions can vary depending on the underlying cause of the delusions. For example, a person with bipolar disorder may be more likely to experience grandiose delusions, feeling special or above others. A person with psychotic depression may be more likely to experience feelings of guilt within their delusion. You're trying to say conviction. Signs of religious delusions include paranoia, performing excessive religious rituals, unshakable belief in false information, grandiose beliefs, extreme guilt or feelings of being punished, incoherent or jumbled thoughts and communication, extreme emotional responses to religious topics, withdrawing from social life, neglecting responsibilities, defensive behavior in response to reason. A person with religious delusions may behave in several ways. These are examples. Experiences may differ. Okay, I'm going to start over. A person with religious delusions may behave in several ways, and experiences may differ. The following includes a list of some types of religious delusions and examples of how a person may behave during a delusional episode. Delusions of persecution. People may express that devils, demonic beings, or similar religious figures are persecuting them. They may fear that these beings will harm them or the people around them. They may display signs of paranoia, fear, or extreme distress, and frequently attempt to find a safe space to hide from the perceived threat. That's the first one. Grandiose delusions, grandiose identity delusions. Grandiose identity delusions. A person experiencing this kind of religious delusion may show signs of what's called a Messiah complex. They may believe they have special abilities or powers. They may believe they have special abilities or powers, are responsible for saving others from an impending threat, or have a unique purpose or quest to complete. They may feel as though others are unable to understand their experience. Delusions of guilt is the other one. This delusion may cause a person to believe they have committed unforgivable acts or are unworthy of forgiveness. They may experience very low self-esteem, express remorse for their real or perceived actions, and experience severe depression. Okay? Delusions of control. This type of delusion occurs when individuals do not feel responsible for their movements, and believe that a higher power is controlling them. They may feel overly aware their physical movements of their physical movements and the consequences of any movement, believing that these movements are intentional actions made by another being. In some cases. Okay, here's the other one. Now this is I ain't never seen this before. Antichrist delusion. A person experiencing this type of delusion feels that either they or another person is the embodiment of an Antichrist figure. They may believe that they or another person is out to harm others. This type of religious delusion is not common. It can cause a person to cause harm to others or themselves. Okay. Causes. Now I'm going to go back and read the other part that I skipped. And this is going to touch on some points that I've been dealing with. Not according to what they say, but according to the Bible that I know for sure is true in my life. Watch this. The American Psychological Association defines religious delusions as any delusion associated with religious content. These delusions may involve a person believing that they have special abilities or powers, or that they are a religious prophet or messiah. Generally, delusions make a person feel sure of something that is not true, even if they can see evidence that their beliefs are false. Okay, that don't pertain to me. Individuals experiencing religious delusions usually have more severe symptoms and feel more convinced that their delusions are real than those experiencing certain other kinds of delusions. A person's immediate social and family environment can influence religious delusions, and these delusions can affect people even if they are not religious. This is the other part that I skipped. Causes. A person may experience religious delusions for many reasons. While some people may have a pre-existing condition leading to a delusional episode, other individuals experience these episodes without any other disorder. While not everyone who experiences religious delusions is religious or part of the religious communities, a 2019 study found that participants with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder were more likely to experience religious delusions if they were strongly connected to religious beliefs, to religious belief and practice. Possible causes of religious delusions include psychotic disorder, personality disorder, trauma or extreme stress, traumatic brain injury, depressive disorder, drug use or withdrawal. While magical thinking is not a cause of religious delusions. You mean tell me people who, magic is another word for magic is witchcraft. You mean tell me people who work witchcraft are not labeled schizophrenic? or paranoid or bipolar. But people who are believers are. People who are called to be prophets are. People who spend lots of time in prayer and believe that the demons are real because the Bible is real are. These are what you call grandiose delusions because we believe what is true according to the Bible that psychiatry disagrees with. While magical thinking is not a cause of religious delusions, a person who is predisposed to magical thinking may be more likely to experience a delusion episode. Magical thinking is not a cause to religious delusions. But it says magical thinking may be more likely to experience a delusion episode. Yeah, witchcraft will take over your mind. Magic and all that, black magic, voodoo, black magic, blue magic, red magic, white magic, yellow magic, all that stuff will destroy your mind. It'll fry your brain like this. This is witchcraft. This is your brain on witchcraft. Any questions? Okay, these are the related disorders. While religious delusions can occur, these are related disorders. While religious delusions can occur separately from any other health condition, several disorders may contribute to a person experiencing a delusional episode. Disorders that may relate to religious delusions can include schizophrenic or schizoaffective disorder, bipolar disorder, major depressive disorder, postpartum psychosis, pre-psychosis disorder, sleep deprivation psychosis, paranoid personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, narcissistic Jezebel spirit, narcissistic personality disorder, schizotypal personality disorder, Parkinson's disease, and dementia. Now watch this. There are several, this is what they give to people. These are the medicines, it's called treatment. These are the medicines that they give to people who claim to be a believer, who really do practice the work of the Lord. And they also give them to people who are not with the Lord for real and have a very serious disorder or are possessed by a demon because they choose not to take the Lord serious. But this is what they give to people like me. This is the medicine they give. There are several ways to treat religious delusions, which I didn't know they do. You don't treat religious delusions, including both medication and psychotherapies. Treatment plans for religious delusions will vary depending on a person's unique circumstances and any underlying conditions they may have. Possible medications for treating religious delusions are antipsychotics, anxiolytics, antidepressants, mood stabilizers. Types of psychotherapy for treating religious delusions include cognitive behavior therapy, psychodynamic therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy, family therapy. Outlook. The outlook for those with religious delusions will depend greatly on their specific circumstances and underlying conditions. It is common for individuals experiencing religious delusions to resist treatment or have difficulty sticking to a treatment plan after receiving help. In some cases, this can contribute to negative outcomes or delayed recovery. Delusional disorder can become a chronic condition, but a person's symptoms and general well-being generally improve with treatment, with around 50% of individuals having a positive response to medication. An analysis published in 2023 found that people treated for first-time religious delusions were more likely to be non-delusional at checkups 1, 3, and 5 years after initial treatment than those who experienced other types of delusions. Summary: religious delusions refer to a condition that causes a person to have unshakable belief in something related to religion that is untrue, according to psychiatry or in mental health industry. This may involve individuals feeling grandiose and believing that they have received special powers or abilities. In other cases, a person may feel that demon-like figures are persecuting them. A person in a delusional episode will not be able, now I just heard somebody across the room over there say, he's going to get shot. Okay. A person in a delusional episode will not be able to understand that their thoughts and feelings are irrational. A doctor or healthcare professional may treat religious delusions with a combination of medication and psychotherapy, and many people respond well to treatment. Religious schizophrenia, how religion and spirituality can affect symptoms. Now, I'm going to read that another time. You see what I'm facing? Now, I just got a breakthrough the other day, maybe almost the beginning of this month. I had a doctor's appointment with my doctor. I wish I could have recorded it. I asked him a straight up question. Do you believe in God, doctor? He said, yeah. I said, okay, so you believe in he said, all religions point to God. I said, no, they don't. I said, do you believe in the Bible? He said, no. I said, so you don't believe in the Bible? The Bible that talks about God? No. So that would be the reason why he thinks, according to what I just read. Who crazy? The medicine that I've been taking has been messing with me, turning me into somebody that I don't need to be. And that's all I'm going to say.